Lights, camera, action. Wait. Did I say camera? Sorry, I meant microphone. Hi, my name is Tiffany Wamboy, and there's nothing I love more than fashion. So journey with me into the world of fashion. Hello, fashion friends, and welcome to the first ever episode of Fashion Frenzy. I am super excited that this is actually happening. I am super grateful to all my listeners, and I am grateful to myself that I have stopped procrastinating for the longest time ever to start this. Thank you so much to everybody. Of course, everyone is a first timer here, and I am super grateful once again that you're giving me a listening ear. Let me just do a very brief introduction about myself. I am 21 years old, which is contrary to the opinion that many people have about me. Some say I'm 17, some say I'm 24, others say I'm just 21. But in reality, I think I'm just really mature for my age, and that is something I'm grateful to God for. I am a Christian. I love the Lord. I love Jesus. Yes, and I am not afraid to say it. I am a journalism student at Riera University, and this is one of the things that I just love doing. The media, everything to do with the media, photos, the lighting, the microphones, and everything. It's just my passion. And aside from media, of course, as I have mentioned, fashion is like my everything. It's one of those things that I love educating people about because there's so many stereotypes that surround fashion. There's so many opinions that people have about fashion, which I respect, of course. But I would just love to demystify. I love demystifying the things that people have glorified fashion to be or not to be, and give them the actual thing and bring to light the truth and the facts, which, of course, as a journalist, is my premier role. I would like to start with a quote that I saw on a certain website that says, "A garment is not a mask, and what you wear outside should reflect what is on the inside." And I don't know how many of you actually agree with this, but for me, I tend to feel that yes, a garment is actually not a mask. Now it's COVID season and everyone is just wearing masks. Everyone is buying a mask every single day. But you see, a mask is a necessity. A mask, you have to wear a mask, guys. Please wear masks. Don't walk out without masks. But, you just go and buy a mask from anywhere. You can purchase a mask from the supermarket, you can purchase it from the chemist, you can purchase it from somebody who's selling it. You don't really look at the specs, aside from a few people who I know are very specific with the KN95 and the color and everything. Aside from that, I think everyone just needs a mask, and so you go for it. But when it comes to fashion, it's not just like a mask. You don't just go and pick clothes and you don't even look at what you're picking. Many people, if you've ever realized, and I can even ask you to look at yourself right now, if you happen to be wearing a t-shirt or pants that have something written on them, what is written on them without you looking? Yeah, exactly. I caught you. Because many people, don't actually take into account what they pick when they're shopping. You just pick something and say, oh yeah, I'm going to need this t-shirt. I'm going to need that dress. But do you actually know what you're picking? Can you visualize and see yourself and look at yourself in your mind and see, okay, so this is roughly how I'm going to look in this. And am I going to look good, or am I just picking this because I have to? Like a mask, you have to wear a mask. You have to pick a mask. Whether it is KN95 or the surgical nurses one, it doesn't matter. But you have to have a mask. But when it comes to dressing, when it comes to clothing and fashion in itself, it's a statement. Fashion is not just about going into your closet and saying, oh my goodness, okay, fine. This, we go. And I know we have those days. All of us, we have them, and they have to happen. But I need us to remember or realize or come to the knowledge that fashion is not just clothing. Fashion is a statement. It's the accessories. It's the hair. It's the shoes. It's the socks. It's what you're telling people about yourself. For example, if I see somebody outside here walking and they're wearing a very vintage look, I will know that this person actually loves that kind of retro style, the old 80s, 90s, which has become very common today. And I might see them another day wearing monochrome, something that is just full red from top to bottom, and they're wearing something urban. And that is fine, but that is their style. And what they're communicating is that I can switch styles at this point and at this point, you know? But it's not just about taking things and putting them on your body and not even looking at, what am I communicating on the outside? Some people actually walk with t shirts written very funny things. And when you tell them, they're like, oh my goodness, I did not even realize. And I know we've all fallen into that trap, and it's okay, really, because I know I have. But that's why I'm here, to educate you on this. And so let's begin from the roots. Ah, the nice, refreshing glass of fizzling Coca Cola. Whether you're with your friends, your significant other, or even by yourself, there's always a moment to pause, laugh, think, cry, and talk. Oh, and don't forget to taste the feeling. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling. Today has become a kind of a multicultural salad where cultures have now been adapted by different people who are not exactly from that culture. For example, you can see someone who's not Ethiopian wearing the Ethiopian wear. They have a specific one that they usually wear, mostly for the ladies. Or you can see someone having an Indian sari, but they're not necessarily Indian. They might be Kenyan, they might be Ugandan, even European. Or you'll see somebody wearing the traditional African attire, whether it is from the Luo tribe, the Kamba tribe, the Kalenjin, it doesn't really matter. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is from that tribe. And that is something that has become very common amongst us today because the trends are changing so fast and everyone would like to have a taste of every single thing from every single plate. And it just brings us back, from 90 to 90, you know. I think we've all noticed as well how the retro style is coming back, how our parents used to wear in the 80s, in the 90s, maybe even as early as the 60s and the 70s is now coming back. The printed t-shirts, the tribal t-shirts, the mom jeans that are loose and that are baggy. And everyone is actually taking that up today. And that is part of fashion. It's very dynamic. You can't really tell that tomorrow this is going to be the trend or today I'm wearing this and it's going to be relevant tomorrow. It doesn't really work like that. It's mostly what am I seeing? What is appealing to my eye? What is influencing me? What is influencing my decision, And I think how we've decided to take up the trends is tremendously interesting to look at because the trends change really, really fast. If you have not noticed, the trends have changed so fast, At some point, it will be retro. Like right now, we have the bucket hats and all that, and the Gucci belts. Then soon, it will be all palazzo and monochrome and all that. And then soon, it will be sundresses and springtime. Soon, it will be color blocking. It's never really something that you can determine what is next, but it's just something that finds you where you are and you make the decision as the human being. So what is appealing to me? What appeals to me in this story? What appeals to me in fashion? And it's the whole evolution of fashion. It's the whole thing that keeps on getting revolutionized and revolutionized and revolutionized every single time. We have celebrities today. They are part of the biggest influence to what people wear, to what people choose to wear. I'm sure you've seen the Kylie Jenners, the Kim Kardashians, all of those people choose what they want to wear because these guys are rich, and they can buy the whole Gucci store, they can buy the whole Prada, they can buy anything and everything, literally, not even exaggerating. And they have become part of the biggest influence to what people choose to wear. So you'll see them wearing monochrome and you'll be like, yeah, that really looks good. I should wear that. You'll see them wearing the Yeezys and you'll be like, I do need some Yeezys. You'll see them going to buy Nikes and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I actually don't have Nikes in my closet. Why not? And it's just a whole thing. And there's so many factors that contribute to what people choose to wear, but influencers is definitely one of them. There is something called the brand effect. I'm sure you're very much aware of this. Maybe not the term, but let me ask you a question. If you walk into a store and you see someone is selling a bag, you don't even know the name, maybe it's something that's not even known, not even in the industry, and the bag is going for 3,000 Kenya shillings. And then you see another bag, a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci or a Prada or a Chanel, and the bag is going for 4,000 Kenya shillings. Now tell me, in all honesty, and I promise I will not judge you, would you go for the bag that really isn't known? Or would you go for the Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel with the identity or with the thinking and reasoning that it's just $1,000 difference. Really, it's not that big. Plus, it's worth it. I would look good in it. Really. I know we've all fallen into that trap, or at least many of us have, and that is the brand effect. The Louis Vuittons, the mighty, mighty names can actually sell their things at higher prices, and they are 100% sure that people will buy them and that they will get their profit back. That is the brand effect, because everyone wants to be seen, well, today that is, as someone who is flashy and someone who is rich and someone who has something in their pockets and someone who can afford it. That's what the world is about today. That, yes, I have maybe thrifted clothing, but my bags, honey, I don't come to joke, And really, I'm not going to judge anyone who is like that, but it's just an effect that influences what you buy and what you wear as well.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
In the studio today, I have an amazing, talented, young fashionista, fashion friender, just like me. She is passionate about fashion. She's a business student. Yes, we are multi-talented guys in the studio today. But she loves fashion. And if you check out her page, you'll see she loves color blocking. She tries everything. She goes all out. And she is with us in the studio. And I'm just going to be talking to her and talking and conversing with her. concerning these areas. So, hi, Marcy.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the fashion and everything. And I just wanted to have a discussion with you concerning mostly body shaming or critiquing from people in relation to fashion. So, have you ever been critiqued by anyone, or have you critiqued yourself, and what exactly transpired?
So, wow, this is such an interesting topic, and I'm so excited to talk about it. So, yeah, I've actually been critiqued by somebody, and I've also critiqued myself. So, to start with the story where I was critiqued by somebody, yeah, there's this particular time I was with my friend. At that time, it was just like in our early stages of our friendship. And so I was wearing like a pair of jeans, and a long sleeve shirt, and sort of jersey, like a coat jersey. I don't know what exactly to call it. And so as we were leaving the car, she asked me, are you a tomboy? And I really felt offended because I am not,
Yeah.
And then she continued to like go ahead and say like, oh, but you don't do your nails and all that. FYI, my nails are done now. So, and I was really, I felt a bit offended, but I didn't take it so personally because I knew myself and I knew that I have a good sense of style. But later in our friendship, as we progressed, she actually came to admit that, yes, I have a good sense of style. And then, yeah, for the one of critiquing myself, I have also critiqued myself because now I'm in fourth year. And when I look back when I was in second year, I can see that my style has greatly evolved. And there are things that I used to wear in second year that are no longer in my closet. Like, not that I don't wear them, I threw, like, they're not in my closet anymore. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay. And concerning now the whole, as you've talked about the revolutionary style, and everyone is now, kind of changing their style, what exactly keeps you going in your fashion sense, in your style? What keeps you going? What keeps you inspired to even keep on bringing new looks and bringing new lookbooks?
Okay. I think, like, for me, first of all, like, my sense of style is definitely a gift from God. So that means, first of all, it comes naturally for me. Like, I don't have to struggle for it.
Yeah.
And so I just enjoy doing it. Like, my sister actually says one of my favorite pastimes is just wearing clothes and removing. And so when I'm in the house and I'm bored, I just decide to, like, try out new outfits. And so it's just like a passion within that just, that I need to, like, show it or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Mercy. Sorry for the person who critiqued you, but I'm glad you guys are still good friends now. And I'm really hoping we could be able to interact more and have you on this podcast, maybe more and more every single time.
Thank you so much for having me, Tiffany. I have enjoyed this podcast today. And yes, sure, I'd be more than willing to be back here again and again and again.
Once again, I would love to thank you all, my wonderful fashion friends, for tuning in to this first episode. I am really looking forward to your feedback. I'm hoping the content actually has value. I'm hoping you've taken something home about fashion, and I'm hoping maybe you'll be giving me your suggestions in case you would love me to address a certain thing or there's something you'd like me to change. I am open to your suggestions. Once again, thank you so much. I will see you in my next episode. Peace.